All right, guys, check this thing out. Picked this up last night. Haven't even had a chance to do anything with it. The guy said it was a 2004. I searched the bin this morning, ended up being a 2000. I have checked all the gears. It goes in gears. Clutch feels like it needs a little bit of work. It does fire right up. I have not rode it yet. Nothing. Pro taper bores. Not sure if these are real factory effects forks or not. It is low on coolant, low on oil, so I will be doing an oil change, adding some coolant to it. First things first, I'm about to take it outside and get this bad boy cleaned up, as it is filthy. Oil everywhere. I mean, just caked on mud. I don't know who leaves their bikes like this, but, and if you look over here too, one thing I thought was pretty funny, I'll be fixing this, but the petcock valve is on backwards, so that's nice. It's got the Keenan carb on it, so it's got the OEM carb. That's good. It's been sitting here since last night. Nothing's leaking, so that's not oil. That's just the splatter of the little design of the floor. But all the plastics are good. I don't see any cracks. And it's got a couple scuffs. Actually, there's a little crack right there. But I mean, the graphics are shot, but I can get new graphics. I have not even checked the air filter. Don't even know if it has one. So I'll be checking all that. I do wish this bike had, I know all my YZs, they always had a handle right here to lift the bike up and down with. Wish it had that, but oh well. So about to take it outside and pressure wash it, clean it up. Tires are good. I mean, say about 60%. This is probably, 50, 40% tread. So let's see how she cleans up. All right, just got her cleaned up. Hit her with the pressure washer, did the first cycle. Just water. Came back and sprayed some engine degreaser and some purple power on it. I didn't scrub anything. Like, I could probably get these cleaner. I definitely could get these cleaner. For now, I just wanted to get it cleaned up so I could go over it. About to drain the oil now, top off the radiator fluid. Then we're going to take her on a quick ride, and see what she needs. I already know it needs a new chain. I've got one that came with a new chain. It's loose, it's maxed out, can't adjust it anymore. So I'll probably be ordering some new sprockets for it and throwing that chain on there. But it's good enough to, get me down the road, just to see how it's riding, see if I need to do any jetting or if the reeds are good, anything like that. But cleaned up pretty nice. I did notice, dirt hides a lot, but I did notice, the rear fender is, cracked here, and it's faded terribly. I was going to see if I could bring this back, but with it being cracked, I'll probably just get a new fender. These plastics, I'm going to have to take them off and really scrub them. Those are bad. I'm not sure if I can get that off. It's not as bad over there, but it's still pretty bad. But there, you can see that crack more. Graphics, I mean, they're gonna do for now. Eventually I will change them, but all these, well, that bolt needs to be tightened up, hopefully not stripped out. But they seem good. I can bring this one back. Number plate's cracked, so I'll probably get another one of those. Get some more of these. So we'll go from there. I haven't decided if I'm leaving these on or if I'm gonna take them off. I don't know yet, so we'll see. But let's change the oil and get some antifreeze and go for a ride. All right, so took this bad boy apart here. I got some stuff cleaning, cleaned the fenders, the tank. It was all nasty. Scrubbed it all up. So I found out something I wasn't too happy about, but is to be expected on these little 2-strokes. I did a little quick compression test. I'm about to do another one here in just a minute. But as you can see, it looks like this head's been on here for, a good little minute. So I did a compression test. It read 130, which bike will still run, but it's a little low. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep, cleaning stuff up. Do another compression test. If it's low, I'm probably gonna go ahead and pull the head, check the cylinder, all that good stuff, and then order up the rebuild kit. In the meantime, I'll keep, you know, cleaning all this mess up. Probably order a new rear fender. I'll probably go ahead and install the chain, all that. Haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do today, but I do know I'm gonna check compression at the least. It's raining, so can't load up my tools and go to work. But this guy here, KFX 400, about to go over this too. It runs, fires up. It is gonna need the timing chain adjusted, the valves adjusted. It's got some tick in the top end. But the issue with this one, I traded a Warrior 350 for it. It's got a little bit of rust here and there. It's overall, it's a solid little bike. The issue with this one, when it's running, it'll idle all day. No problem. You can shake the front down, shake the back down, nothing. As soon as you shake it side to side, it instantly dies. It'll fire right back up, but instantly dies. So I ordered a rebuild kit for the carburetor for this one. I'm about to go in now, take all the plastics off, go ahead and get them all off. I'll go ahead and check compression while I'm at it. More than likely to go ahead and do the valves and timing chain while I'm waiting on that carburetor rebuild kit, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna mess with this one first. I'll come back when I get started on that guy. Alright, so let's get this here. About to take the reeds out, check those. I'm sure they need to be cleaned as well. But I'm gonna take those out before I check the compression. Sorry about the background noise. I got, you know, Michael, what is it, Sabo? Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I got him playing on the background here. So, alright, let's take these reeds out, check them out. But man, for the most part, these do not look bad at all. Alright, so we'll set this right here for now. I'm really bad about forgetting where bolts go, which bolts go where, so I've learned once you take something off, I just like to put the bolts back where they go. That just helps me. I'm sure it's not a bad habit to get into. Just makes, for me, reassembly, you know, go a little bit easier until you do that. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we got that off. So now we don't have to worry about full throttle. So let's get the let's get that spark plug out. It did have a little bit of bog mid-range. So originally I was just gonna take it out and go over the carburetor, check the jets and all that good stuff. And then I was like, I might as well check the compression, since I was already cleaning the gas tank and the plastic, so I had all that off. So I figured might as well check the compression. So this is the plug here, and as you see, doesn't look too bad, honestly. So actually looks like it's running good. crank down on these things. Alright, so I'm gonna let y'all check those numbers there. Go. All right. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought, but still feels a little low. As y'all see, what is that? It's like 142. You know, most people say you want about 160 to 170. I don't know. God, that's right there in like the middle. I don't know if it justifies the rebuild yet, but I know it's coming soon in the future. All right, so got the carburetor, took that apart, cleaned it all up. Got these hoses, you know, kind of cleaned up, but I've got some new hoses on the way. I went with pink. I like pink. You know, got the reeds cleaned up pretty well. Mainly focused on, like, you know, the gasket surface, mating surface, and all that. Got that cleaned up. The other side of it, there, I'll show you what I got going on in here. So I got the air filter drying, cleaned the gas tank yesterday. It was filthy. I mean, all this was just all black, but I cleaned inside, so that's why I've had the gas tank on the fan for probably 14 hours now. Here's the other intake. Got that cleaned up. Got all the other plastics. I'll probably do another pass on these, actually. This black shit's hard to get off. But anyways, got all those drying. You know, so as you see, I got the bike pretty much taken apart. I've cleaned up that, you know, a little bit. I'd like to get, I went to O'Reilly's to get some aluminum brightener. I had to order it, so I won't be here till tomorrow, so I'll probably have to wait on that. But I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, clean all this up while I got it off. Took this portion out of the silencer. That's filthy. So I either need to order a repack kit or just a new silencer. I don't know, I might just do a new silencer to see how much they are, since this is factory, but I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up either way. I'll show you what I got going on out here. So I got the air box, the exhaust, and then all these pieces here. So they're soaking right now. I'm about to soak these white ones. I'll give it a good scrub. And then, you know, I got the pressure washer getting ready to set it up. So I'll show y'all this process. It's very simple stuff, man. Anybody could do it. Actually, let me go grab something real quick. Alright, so I got just a little flat head. I'm gonna scrape all that out of there. You know, these plastics don't have any cracks in them, so I can clean all this stuff up. And I do think it was running rich. So when I did the carburetor, I checked it. It's got, I'll have to check the jets, but I'm pretty sure 175 and a 50 in stock, I think, is 170 and 42. So that would definitely make sense on it running rich. I haven't checked the throttle yet. I'm gonna do that here in a little bit before I put the carburetor back on. The air screw was 3/4 turn out. I don't know if that's because of you know, the jets being so big, or not so big, but bigger than stock. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rinse everything off. I'm gonna set up a little spot in there. I'll take y'all in there and show y'all. Then I'm gonna just rinse everything off with the garden hose, take it straight in there just to knock off, you know, some of the dust. Because you know, the pressure washer gets all kind of stuff in the air. So even though they're clean, they still come back a little dirty and shit. So I'm just gonna set something up, maybe over there, maybe in there or something, but I'll be back. All right, so here it is. Got it. I had it put back together. I took it back apart this morning. We're about to, you know, clean up the radiators, clean up the engine. Got this kind of clean. We're gonna see if we can't get it a little bit cleaner today. Got that spring clean. Got in there. Waiting on the new filter to come in now, but all that's clean in there. Got this cleaned up, but like I said, we're about to clean this up a little bit more. Took the pipe off, so I'm gonna clean that up pretty good. Gonna get all this cleaned up, get all that. I didn't really focus on this side too much yesterday because the pipe was in the way, etc. But we're gonna see if we can't get all that clean, get that radiator clean. I did clean the silencer yesterday. I am gonna see if I can't get that a little bit cleaner today, but came out looking a lot cleaner than it was. So let's go. I got some of that aluminum brightener right here from Purple Power. So we're gonna get that all up, get it together, see how it goes. And it's amazing what toothbrush and some chemicals will do. Look how much it's cleaned up. It's still wet, so yeah, I didn't get everything off of there, but oh, it's a night and day difference. That hub was all caked with stuff. That caliper, you couldn't even see that caliper when I first bought it. So that aluminum brightener, I mean, it works. I did have to do a lot of scrubbing, which I feel like, you know, with how bad this was, I guess that's pretty normal, you know, because it was pretty bad. But we got, like, see that stuff right there? Can't get that off. Maybe a couple more treatments, but I gotta get this bike put back together and get on the road. But yeah, I mean, night and day difference. There's the pipes and stuff. So I'll tell you what I used. So I used that simple green right there, and then this stuff. So I was really wanting to try the Napa aluminum brightener, but I didn't feel like driving, you know, 30-45 minutes down the road. So I'm gonna try this. If y'all think the Napa stuff will work better, let me know. I'm always wanting to try new stuff. All right, we got this thing cleaned up, all put back together. So we're about to fire her up and see what she does. I'm gonna get her off this little stand here. I need to shake the gas up. It's been a couple days since I cleaned it up. I put fuel in it already, but I'm just gonna shake it up a little bit. Alright, so we got the gas on. Let's turn this choke on. Alright, let's see what she does. Let's take the plug out. I always forget them damn things. Alright. So we'll let that warm up for a minute. That choke's off. I'm gonna let it warm up for a minute.
So we got her warmed up. I'm gonna take it down the road a little bit. Alright, let's see what she does. She sounds like she's running a little rich still. So I'll probably down those jets a little bit, or just go ahead and put a new silencer on it, because it seems like it's jetted for silencer. I don't know, maybe she'll open up in a minute. We're going to get this GoPro off the stand, put it on, and then we'll take it for a little spin. Kind of feels like it's still running a little rich, but we'll be back. All right, we're back. All right, let's get this thing off of here. Well, y'all can go for a ride with me. Let me put my phone down. Let's see, it seems like she's still running a little rich. It does have a size bigger on the main and pilot, with everything else is stock, so we're either going to put a aftermarket silencer on here or just downsize the jets back to stock. The needle position was the second clip from down, so if you're coming from the very bottom clip, it was 2 up, where stock is 3 right in the middle. So I've got it in the middle now, but it's still got the 150 main and the 50 pilot, I want to say. I'll have to double check that when I go to rejet it, but it seems like it's still running rich. But yeah, she still got some hesitation to her, about mid-throttle. So right there, I don't want to go up too much more on the needle, so I'll probably downsize the jets. But you'll hear it. I'll take off easy in first and second, and you'll hear it kind of bogging out. Oh, well there you go. Stalled it. Ooh, did I just lose the clutch? I might have just lost the clutch here. That's not good. adjust this clutch in a little bit because it's not feeling too good. We might have a clutch going out. Do it again. Watch, you'll hear in first gear and then second gear will kind of open up a little bit, and then third in there is open, but first and second they're sputtering. Okay. All right, so we got her back in the garage, but as y'all heard, need to make, now keep in mind guys, first ride here. Well, first ride after cleaning everything and adjusting the carburetor a little bit. I did do the first initial run when I found out it was running really rich, but it's running better now. We do need to make some clutch adjustments. I'm almost wondering if that's what's going on in first gear, but I don't feel like it is. But as y'all seen, first gear, when you kind of just ease on the throttle a little bit, it's spitting and sputtering. Second gear kind of clears up a little bit, but it's still about mid-range to full throttle, still spitting and sputtering. And then third and on, that's clear. First and second still need some work. So I don't know if I'm gonna rejet it back to completely stock, because I also don't know what bore that is in there. It says 124 here, so I don't know if the cylinder's been bored out or what, but it is, you know, factory pipe and everything. I went with, what is it, power filter, air filter. So I did put a new air filter in here, oiled it. It's actually been on the bike oiled for shoot over a week now. So yeah, ideally I would just throw a silencer on there, because I think at one point this thing did have an aftermarket exhaust on it, and that's why it's jetted for that. Maybe when they went to sell it, they took and put the stock back on and put that pipe on a different bike, sold it, whatever the case may be. So I'll either do that or go down to stock size in the jets and just put everything back to factory and then work from there. Let me know in the comments. Also, if you've made it this far in the video, just want to say thank you. Please hit that like button, click and subscribe. It really helps me grow the channel. So this is something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. As y'all see, I have plenty of toys to make a lot of videos on. We've got more back there. There will be a video coming soon on the PW. We were out riding it last weekend. That's my daughter's bike now. It was my son's. So my daughter loves riding that bike. She's 8 now. My son's 12. This is his TTR here. This fell off, so it needs a new bolt. But anyways, back to this. He hopped on his old bike, and that's the bike he learned to ride on, and he was ripping it, and he come around the corner and locked the front brakes up on it, just goofing around, and you know, tipped it over. Well, now it's not wanting to run. It's hard to start. You fire it up, and it's just, you give it gas and it's just bogging. It won't get in the RPMs. So I did a compression test on it the other day, and it's at 90 PSI, which from the little bit of research I've done on those, you know, it says that's good compression. So I'm thinking, it's got a brand new air filter in it. So I'm thinking maybe when he tipped it over, it maybe just sucked some dirt up in it somehow. I don't know. So I'll be going through that. So there'll be a video on the PW coming soon. There's the DRZ. We're waiting on the tube to come in for that one. We've got the new tire here. brand new rim there, so maybe we'll do a video on that one as well. But I got some videos of the go-kart coming. But anyways, like I said, if you made it this far, thank you. Please hit the subscribe button. It'll help me motivate me to get some more videos and content out for y'all and help grow the channel. But for now, I think I'm done with this one. I'll order a couple parts, jet kit, maybe see if I can find a silencer somewhere on Facebook or somewhere, and then we'll go from there. When I touch it again, you know, I'll update another video for y'all. Thank y'all.